Hello everyone and welcome to Miss Best's Place. Today is Saturday. Me and my husband decided that we were going to take a trip down to the beach. We only live about 75 miles from Panama City. So Panama City Beach, you know, the world's most beautiful beaches. And we have some new e-bikes. I know y'all saw, if you look back on my other videos, you'll see where we went on vacation to Jekyll Island and we rode our bikes. So this is my husband's bike. Pretty, huh? And then this is my bike. Mine's purple. So let me flip this thing around and I'll show you. So mine has a little rearview mirror. It's got a Bluetooth speaker on it so I can listen to my tunes. This right here shows the speed and everything on it. And this is the throttle. It's totally electric. It's the first time we've taken them out. Or I've taken it out. We're going to take it on a run down the strip at the beach. We'll probably do some filming while we're down there. He also put me some new brakes on mine that are a little bit more, a little tougher. The other ones were not so good for stopping. And we definitely want to stop if you're running 20 or 30 miles an hour on a bike. So that's what mine looks like. This is his setup. It's pretty much the same as mine, except he's got a speaker mounted down here. He's got him a little cooler in the back. What you got in that cooler, Stevie?
Air, oxygen.
Oxygen? Okay. Is it the leaded oxygen or unleaded oxygen? Is it Trump oxygen?
Let's just see. Inquisitive minds would like to know. Let's see. You tell me what kind of oxygen.
It's clear oxygen. We'll have to get us some diet zeros or something down there. Something. All right. That's the deal for now, and we'll catch you in a little bit riding up and down the strip, hopefully. Let's go for a ride, shall we? Here we are. We started out at Dick's Sporting Goods across the road from Pier Park, which this is actually also known as Pier Park. I guess I'm in the lead on this one. And we're going down toward where we're going to go over to Frank Brown. We stopped here to wait on the traffic. And then we zipped on over to the park, which was across the road. I nearly had a
bike traffic in front of you,
collision.
Pay
right
attention.
Up here because two other bikers were.
I guess we're in Europe.
Along.
I'm not sure.
I guess you couldn't see that, but anyways, they came by me. I got over. This is Frank Brown Park. This is where we do go for all the biking events, or we used to. They have soccer games. They have horse shows. Oh man, anything and everything they have at this park. I think they were having a volleyball game today as we were going by. You have to be careful riding bikes, especially ones that go pretty fast, because even though we're in a bike lane, some people don't respect the bike lanes. Several people thought that they could walk in the bike lanes instead of on the sidewalks, and that was kind of aggravating because I nearly hit a couple people, or a couple people just got over in front of me. So here is the water park that's also at Frank Brown Park. There were quite a few people there today. Again, it was about 91 degrees when we first got there. There was a cool breeze blowing when we got on the strip, but when we were across the road and headed down the trails, as long as we were riding, it wasn't too bad. This is one of the trails. It started off at Frank Brown Park. I think this was the one that went down to the back road entrance. And then we turned to the right here. And this is a bike trail. No cars are on these. No cars at all. Just us. Then when it gets to the big road, there's a stop sign, and you're supposed to be able to push a button and a light lights up. But some people like to respect that and some don't. I always stop there, no matter what. There we go. Steve's behind me. It was a beautiful day. Wow. There were a few clouds in the sky, but they were happy clouds. They weren't rain clouds. As we rode along, I was probably cruising at about 16 or 17 miles per hour. We had the throttle set on 3. It goes from 1 to 5. So the faster you go, the more power you use up. So we didn't want to put it on 5 and go really, really fast because it would drain our battery really quick. Now here you can see I kind of sped up a little bit and went off and left him. Because I like to go fast and he likes to just cruise along and try to save his battery life as much as possible. Here he is catching back up with me. And this still is the bike trail. Here we're crossing the road again. It's a very busy road. It's a back road that they have made so you don't have to get on the really, really, really busy road at Panama City Beach. Because if you've ever been to Panama City Beach, you know, especially during the summertime, it's very, very busy. And they've been doing some road construction too. But we didn't see anything like that on these trails. We saw a few bunny rabbits. A couple of them. One of them I about ran over. But I don't know if he got that or not because he was way back behind me when that happened. So this one, we're coming up on, it's the end of the trail. And it ended up, we went through a neighborhood after this, a really nice neighborhood. And it's behind where the big golf area is on the back beach road at Panama City. This is the residential area right here. Really nice houses, real quiet neighborhood. Goes way on back here. Didn't realize how far back that went, but it did. It went back about 2 or 3 miles back off of the very busy road. Here I am just cruising along. Steve did make some adjustments on my bike when I first got it. It was too high. They ended up cutting the seat off and making it where it was low. It was lower than it actually was. There's a guy come speeding by us. He was on an electric bike too. He was speeding. I don't trust going that fast on these bikes. Number one, we don't wear helmets. And number two, you just don't never know who's going to pull out in front of you. It's kind of like when you're riding a motorcycle. People don't watch like they should. This street had a lot of speed bumps on it. We didn't quite know where we were going until we got to the end. We were exploring. We wanted to see. Because we know where all the major stuff is on the roads. We just didn't know where this was going to take us. See that car just sort of pulls out in front. here we go. Down another road. Weren't really sure where this was going. There was a couple bunny rabbits on the road that kind of scared me. I did stop to ask a man where it went, and I thought that it came out of the Harley-Davidson dealership. And sure enough, that's what he told me. So we ventured on. Steve's back behind me. He's recording all this. I don't know if he got the bunny rabbit on here or not, but there was a fairly fat bunny jumped across the road and ran into the bushes. He was so fat he sounded like a deer going through the woods. And then when we came back through, I saw him again. So here it comes out at the end of the road. It dead ends down to, this is the Harley-Davidson dealership. We just had to cruise through there. We went out back to where they teach people how to ride bikes. And we rode through the little trails on the not through the trails, but through the painted little paths on the concrete. This was Steve riding through them. I think he did a better job than I did. I could probably do better on the motorcycle than on the electric bike. Because I do ride motorcycles too. We zipped around through this parking lot. That was kind of fun. And then after we got bored with that, we decided to head on out. We stopped to look at a few bikes, and I told Steve, "Oh, that's a pretty bike." Well, he's like, "Oh, you want me to buy it?" No. I do not need another motorcycle. I bet y'all could pick out the one I was looking at. Isn't that pretty? On we go. We took this road back up to the end where we came in at and turned off to the left and proceeded on back over to Pier Park is where we were headed to. This is going by Frank Brown Park is on the right. We got to this intersection, y'all, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die today. There's a little button you push. Well, while we were sitting there waiting on the little hand to tell us to go, we didn't know it, but our bikes have a safety mechanism that switches the bike off. So then when we got ready to go, we had to start the bike back up. And I was like, oh no, it was counting down, but we made it. And we ended up over the other side of Pier Park where all the good stuff is. There's the Sky Wheel. That's been there 2 or 3 years. We were some of the first ones to ride that. It had just opened when, I think the day before we were there or the day we were there, and we got to ride that. Let's see, this is going by the arcade. We did that trip when I was with my daughter last time. Oh my goodness, you're talking about loud music and loud games and kids having fun. Well, that's where it's at. Pier Park, if you've never been, it's kind of the hub of Panama City Beach right now. And straight ahead, straight south, you can see when we get down here is the beach. Beautiful beach. We did stop to let y'all see it. I was in the lead, so I decided I was just going to, instead of hopping back on any kind of trails or any kind of sidewalks, I was just going to go with the traffic. When we got to this light, we made sure we kept the throttle going a little bit so it wouldn't go dead on us again or have to start it back again. Now we're headed east. This is what you call the Panama City Beach Strip. To the left is condos, to the right is all beach. Beautiful beaches. I have been to lots of beaches, and including the beach in the Bahamas, and I can tell you, you won't find a prettier beach. See that car trying to pull out in front of me? Terrifying to think. I kept my eyes open though. We had so many people tell us, "I love your bikes." Even some little kid, it was funny, when we were still in town before we even got to the beach, he was dragging this little pitiful little plastic bike, and he must have been about 5 or 6. He stopped in awe and said, "Wow," as we went by. Here I am zipping on down the trail. I say the trail, it's a bike lane. You can see how busy the traffic is, and these cars right here in this parking lot were just trying their best to pull out in front of me. And then there was a little old man up here. I don't know if this is on the camera or not, but he just insisted in walking in the road on the bike trail. I was trying not to run him over, but I wanted to kind of push him. Because the bike lane is for bikes and the sidewalk is for people. So here we are approaching the beach, little parking area, and there you can look out and see the beautiful water. Wow, it was gorgeous today. That pretty Caribbean blue-green. It was beautiful. Here we go again. This time I said I wanted to go down to the I think we were going to stop at the Salty Gate, but it's quite a ways down the road from here. Still just enjoying the ride. We were moving on. I'm telling you, look at me. Oh, I took off. There was a trooper coming too. Whoop! Look at that. Did you see that car? That trooper right there. He about ran over that woman. So right up here, we're going to take a right. It's going to curve around. And we're getting kind of hot at this point. And my butt was sore. I needed to take a little break. So, of course, I was leading. I was the leader of the pack there for a little while. So I always run off and leave Steve. And we stopped at the Salty Goat. Now this is the hot spot bike week for bikers. So he had to stop and get us a little drink. Just one. That's all we needed. Just to cool off a little bit. There was a band inside playing. But we stayed and enjoyed that. for about 15 minutes. Took a break, headed on down the road. We're at here. Look at that. It's like doing what we're doing, except you're up in the air. Ooh, I don't know about that. Wanna go ride one? Isn't the water beautiful? We're so blessed to live in the area we live in. We're just a little over an hour from the beach. That is gorgeous. I had to document that I was actually here. We've been riding the bikes, the e-bikes. Probably ridden them about 20-30 miles today. I'm not sure. We'll have to check when I get back to the bike. It's been a beautiful day. Wow. There's a breeze blowing. It's been about 90, but it feels more like about 85 right now. It's the breeze blowing. When you're on the bike, it feels even better. So. Isn't that water gorgeous back there? I'm so glad y'all came to watch my video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below, and let me know if you've ever been to Panama City Beach before. We've been here so many times we take it for granted. Alright, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all on the next video. God bless America.
Hey, how you doing?